Since I allied with you and the Emperor, my resolve has never wavered. I abandoned my country. I am prepared to kill my father. Resolute as I am, my...
Heir.
Over here.
Yes. Destroying Seteth is a big achievement. But as long as the Archbishop remains in, one day they'll probably try to surprise attack us again.
Hello.
Professor. I have excitement in my heart for secret tactics. I enjoy attacks that are surprising. Yes, hunting is doing surprise attacks on prey. Surprise attacks are safe with friends. That is a wonderful thing. I have no liking for the thought of losing anyone.
Last month's fight with the Knights of Seiros was a disaster. Are you asking if I'm okay with killing my former colleagues? Sometimes it's easier to get by without any personal attack.
True. At least in this war, man.
Hey!
Driving back the Knights of Seiros is a big deal for the Imperial Army. Defeating the Alliance was hugely exciting. Now, if you could only sway the loyalties of the Kingdom's Lord.
It's hard to feel cheery when you've just gone to battle again. No! I will not let myself be gloomy. Fishing, huh? I'm sure it must be even harder when times are tough. Just remember. When times are tough.
What? Randolph has fallen. When someone close to you dies, you really...
Randolph's dying, man.
I've been informed of the surprise. That information could be devastating were the Edelgard and those within the army. Initially, I had my own motives, but now, all I want is to support Edelgard.
Good.
What?
Mission must be upstairs.
Here's my thought. Hey! Right. Hey there. Come back anytime.
Oh. What do you require? Farewell.
Welcome. This one?
Thank you. Please come again.
No.
Welcome. Come back soon.
No?
Hey there. Come back anytime.
What do you require? Farewell.
Welcome.
Please
There'll
come
be
again.
these vendors over here.
Say no. Hello there.
Yeah, there's the smithing stones.
Return soon, please.
All right, off to the kingdom's capital week. What's the matter? I can't help it.
Welcome! Is that the one? Thanks a bunch. Come back soon. Welcome. Is that the one? Thanks a bunch. Come back soon.
Say now.
Hello there. This one, yes? I thank you. Return soon, please.
Hey, welcome. Come again.
Professor? Greetings, Professor. Between Garreg Mach and that's the site of the ancient battle where If our forces end up fighting our enemies there, it'll be a clash passed down through the ages.
Yeah, well. I think about that.
The King of Fargus. He despises Edelgard and everything she stands for. I am of the opinion that a man seized by such strong feelings is not fit to be king. It is a sad situation, really. If he cannot suppress his emotions to make reasoned... At any rate, I find it hard to imagine that Dimitri...
Yeah, I find that hard to believe as well.
What do you think? Next, we'll be headed to the... I wonder if we can defeat the Tempest King.
That was an unexpectedly fierce battle. If the Archbishop had been there, we would have been in trouble. Okay.
The old general who serves the Rowe family in Aryan Road is known for being a curmudgeon. Even if we invited him to join our side, he probably just wouldn't respond.
Alright. We gotta make him.
Maybe. I see. My brother fought proudly to the end, and died an honorable death. He said something to me before the battle, that he was entrusting his dream to me. I'm gonna see this battle through to the end. I'm gonna fight for my brother.
We lost both him and the Scarlet Knight.
I never thought this day would come. My betrothed was a knight who served the king. He died bravely to protect the future of our country. Now I'm betraying the place he fought to protect. Professor, I believe in the path you have chosen for us.
Well, Ingrid, you will take over. That would be funny, though. I wonder how the kingdom is going to be split.
Right. I heard that Randolph died in battle guarding Garreg Mach. We knew each other for, wow, more than 5 years. My chest feels tight. Think about it. There's no end in sight to the fighting. I'm next. Any of us could be. Together, eh? That sounds like one of Sylvain's old pickup lines.
We'll get through it. No one's dying on my watch.
This was a trying month, but we did manage to hold Garreg Mach. If only just. The power of Seteth in Flame was certainly a sight to behold. The Archbishop's supporters were strong, but with this victory, we have all but cornered the Church of Seiros, and the goddess above shall give way to the darkness that is... I have a request for you.
What?
How have we come to this? Fighting the Archbishop and her knights? I'd never imagined. I hate this so much. Professor, I tried. I gave treatment to everyone I could, but the infirmary is as much a morgue right now as it is a place of care and healing.
What of this? There's a school of sorcery in Ferdiad, which is staffed by the top minds of magical research. The study of crests and sorcery should not be separate. I've often thought I should pay them a visit someday. I never imagined I might end up invading the place with an army, though. Not how I imagined it at all.
Well, sometimes you just gotta do things you never thought you're gonna do. One of them is you're gonna march an army through kingdom.
Really?
I've got a dream, you know. I don't know if it'll come true, but remember when I went to Bridget with Petra? I drew a picture of some of the flowers I saw there. Next time, I want to go even farther. Maybe Dagda. I want to fill a whole book with drawings of the biggest plants I see. And the carnivorous ones especially.
You like carnivorous plants.
Well...
That reminds me.
You must know about the Western Church in the Kingdom and the Eastern Church in the Alliance, but you probably don't know about the Southern Church. It used to exist a long time ago, about 120 years ago. They had a massive insurrection. The bishop of the Southern Church who participated was exiled by the furious emperor. After that, the empire reconciled with the Central Church, but relations continued to be strained. That history has probably laid the groundwork for the current antagonism among the
I mean,
There are stories of heroes' relics 1,000 years ago, of which we have no real evidence today. So many, in fact, that I'm led to wonder if those relics are nothing more than legends. Especially since we know of relics like those passed down in the families of the 10 Fodlan elites.
Professor!
Professor, halt! Don't come in here. I thought I told you to forget about that. There's something I don't want you to see. So, you know about it. Yes, it's a portrait of you. I painted it myself. It's, quite disgraceful. I did a terrible job with it, and it looks nothing like you. I'm happy that you appreciate my efforts, but please don't touch that door.
I'm getting the hang of this.
alright. Do this.
Okay.
No.
I'm counting on you.
I dedicated my life to now. All that comes from the church is talk. Now that we've even lost Seteth, possibility. Today I came to beg the goddess to grant me leave to quit my position.
Maybe. Okay.
Professor, some people are so in awe of King Dimitri that after he wins, there won't be anything left. He'll be a storm, leaving. He hates the Empire so much, he's willing to do anything to bring it down. No. Then again, maybe we just didn't actually know him at all. We'll be fighting Dimitri and his troops soon. We all ought to train a little harder if we want to stay alive.
I'm counting.
Okay.
Bad one.
It's hard to sneak out when...
I'll keep my voice down.
All right. Hubert and Ferdinand. Can't get for Black Casper. Caspar, Bernadetta, that works.
I can eat.
Ooh.
Edelgard and Hunter.
Oh,
This is...
Heavy with Lycia. Well, Petra. Petra and Hubert. Sylvain. Sylvain and Ingrid. This one.
Yeah, you just get it.
I appreciate any good meal.
Dorothea. Lacia can go with Felix.
That
Eating.
Petra. Petra have one with you1. Colonel.
I would be.
Boom!
I never had a chance to cook an N-bar. This would go a lot quicker if I could just use an axe or a sword. Of course.
Alright, so we're gonna go. I'm gonna end the stream here. Well, after we end free time and do this lesson, I'm gonna end it here. So we'll have 2 more lessons, the support stuff to go through, next mission. Axe and heavy armor. Should be a great night. That's 7. That's 8, so let's go with this.
I am. It is.
Of course I... I'm just...
Okay. Victor of the people. Axe heavy armor, right? Ooh, so he doesn't have this.
What?
Lance A, flying is a B.
That I
I have much
Don't. I get.
Alright.
Professor, I've something I'd like to ask. What a superior answer.
Professor.
Thank you for helping me with my training again today, Professor. I'm gonna keep at it for a while longer, so you go on ahead. I can't. Not when I'm right on the cusp of using my power to greater potential. Surely you yourself are tired. Just don't worry about me, okay?
And she passed out.
I'm sorry, Professor. It was careless of me to continue, despite how fatigued I clearly was. I probably should have listened to you. Now I've made a mess of things. I can't help but feel the need to rush in all things constantly. You get that way when you realize you haven't got much time. 13 years ago, House Ordelia was involved in a civil conflict within the Empire. All we did was respond to a call for aid. We weren't involved politically. But once the rebellion was crushed, my family was held responsible for the aid we gave, and the Empire gained some sway over us as a result. At the time, the noble houses of the Alliance took a passive stance. No one lent aid to my family. As a result, some key officials within the family were killed, and people from the Empire were sent to replace them. Among those people were some mysterious mages. They were unsettling, in a word. Skin pale as death. One after another, they captured and imprisoned the children of our household. They began performing terrible rituals on the children, though it's probably more accurate to call them experiments. With the Empire monitoring our every move, my parents could do nothing but watch in horror as all of this unfolded. One after another, the children died, till the only one left was me. You know, my hair wasn't always this color. During their experiments, they'd been doing things with my blood. One morning, I awoke like this. A shock of white hair, all trace of pigment gone. Upon seeing me, the mages were delighted. They realized that their experiments had finally succeeded. Sure enough, they ran a test and saw that two crests coexisted within me. Losing pigment from my hair wasn't the only loss. The mages informed me that my lifespan was now greatly shortened. 5 more years at most, perhaps less. Shortly thereafter, the mages lost interest in me, and we never saw them in the Ordelia household again. Since all that, our family has been in decline. It's challenging now even to govern our territory. After all my mother and father have suffered, I at least want them to have peace as they grow older. That is all I wish for, but I haven't much time to ensure it comes to pass. It's not like what's been done to me can be undone. Professor, the only way I can conceive of would be to remove my crest somehow. But I don't know if that's even remotely possible. Even if it were, I wouldn't be of much use to you and the others without my crests. You sound resolved. I'll allow your resolve to bolster my own. Thank you, Professor.
Should have 2 more this week.
That hurts. Ah, Professor. Thanks for stopping by. It's not bad. I was even told I'd be cleared for service starting tomorrow. Besides, I got this scar fighting for you. It's almost like a medal or something. When I thought you were going to be killed for real, my reflexes kicked in. I reacted without thinking. It doesn't mean I've stopped being jealous of you. But come on, I can't help but look up to you. If I'd had the guts to run away from home, I wonder if I would have cared as little about my crest as you do yours. No. But if I thought I could have escaped, I would have tried. I'd leave behind House Gautier, and the life of a nobleman, and anybody who knew I had a crest. Our home is to the very north of the kingdom. Just across the mountains from us is land inhabited by foreigners to Fodlan. Right now it actually belongs to Fargus, but I can't say we're on good terms with the people there. Anyway, that land has been contested for centuries, and all that time, it has fallen to House Gautier to protect it. Actually, our Lance of Ruin has been doing most of the protecting. Those were dangerous times. One wrong step, and we would have lost our relic to the church. My father was afraid that the church would try to keep the lance, so he entrusted it to me. If an emergency arose, I was supposed to be called back home. I guess those very situations are why my family values crests so much. Since I bear a crest, my parents made sure I was never left wanting. My older brother didn't have one, and so when I was born, he was pushed aside. You know, he once shoved me in a well. He left me on the mountainside in the middle of winter, too. Even as a little kid, I understood why he was like that. My mere existence stole everything from him. I have no right to complain when I am surrounded by people who would give anything to bear a crest, but do not. Now, women smile at me for the same reason my parents adore me, and my brother wanted me dead. And I have to meet them all with a smile and a wink, because I have a crest. The women who just want to use me to become nobility? Hatred's probably the right word. Though, in the end, that's just an easy answer. I don't even know how I truly feel about it all. Anyway, it was pretty unreasonable of me to resent you. I'm really sorry about that. And I want to say thank you, Professor. Seriously, thank you. Before I met you, I'd gone my whole life not knowing there was another way for me to live. So, from the bottom of my heart, I'm glad we met.
Alright, we should have one more.
Just leave this to us.
All right, this is gonna be fun.
Look, Professor, we did.
I still have much to learn.
I always was a quick study.
Do a battle. Although I'd rather battle the last weekend. Let's rest.
Wow. Wow. Still a long...
The armor and axe.
What? Hey.
That... Can't let this... I'll get it. Think... That... I still have... That... Just... Nope. Just...
What now?
Oh! Oh!
This will upgrade our armor. All right.
Ah, there you are. Hello. No, yes. Apologies. I'm struggling with some unpleasant thoughts. Since the war began, I've ended so many lives. You and your students got your hands dirty as well. Nobody forced you all to join the fight, of course. You did so of your own volition. Still, there must be something very wrong with the world for it to make children into killers. That's true enough. We've all gotten older. Ah, listen to me. I'm sorry for being so glum.
I don't know I was supposed to say that.
Well said. In truth, I don't think any expression will improve my looks. I'm a brute, no matter what face I pull. Ah, you really are just like Gerald. When I was down in the dumps, he'd cheer me up with a playful quip. He gave me his library of jokes, but when I tell one of them, nobody laughs at the punchline. They laugh at me. You, on the other hand, well, you inherited the old man's comic talents.
Say so.
I'm feeling pretty perky now, all thanks to you. I can't stop this war by feeling gloomy about it. Onward, to a brighter future. To tell you the truth, that was another line I picked up from Gerald. He taught me everything about life. He was more important to me than anyone in the world. Apart from you, perhaps. Oh, sure, there's that, but not only that. When I look at you or see you fighting in battle, it's like I'm seeing a sibling. But at the same time, it's like seeing something sacred and powerful. Something I must defend. You're so important to the future of Fodlan, and to me. I promise to continue protecting you with the strength of a knight and the love of a big brother. Good. In the name of Gerald, I swear to keep you safe. You're welcome to return the favor, should you feel so inclined.
That was a good one.
Fine. Let's do this.
Very well. The task is complete.
Each milestone informs the next.
That would be good. At least there's a heavy armor one.
There is still more to learn. This should prove useful.
I still need to improve.
I see.
Perhaps I'll expand the scope of my
That was good. X, B plus, A.
Another gain.
Can I use this?
Of course.
I'll do better next time.
plants and fly.
It wasn't... I'm fine.
Thank you. Come, we have work to do. Mission complete.
I'm glad I'm getting better.
How best to use this skill?
I still have much to learn.
Perfect.
Hmm.